something like this. 4 to the x equals 8. Remember how we managed that? We actually did that without a calculator. Do you remember what we did, Tanner?
You should log both sides.
Well, I can log both sides, absolutely, but I need a calculator to do that. How did we do that particular problem yesterday without a calculator? Remember, Jalen?
2 squared equals 2 cubed.
We said, okay, 8 isn't a power of 4, but both of these numbers are powers of 2. So we said 2 squared to the x equals 2 cubed. And then we could say 2x equals 3, and we could solve our problem. So if we have a problem like this, where that number is a power of this number, that's easy. If we have a problem like this, where they can both be changed into powers of the same number, that's easy. This section here that we're getting ready to do, you can't do either one of those things. So we are going to have a calculator or one of my CRC tables. We're going to have something extra in order to do this problem. Like Tanner said, the issue is the exponent. The only way to get that exponent to come down is to take the logarithm of both sides. If you take the logarithm of both sides, then you can pluck this exponent off and put him out here in front. So x log 3 equals log 7. And what?
Do you divide them?
Yep, now I'll divide both sides by log 3. Nothing cancels. Please tell me well, I mean that cancels, but don't cancel the LOGs or anything. You have to type that in. X equals the log of 7 over the log of 3. And we did something like this the other day, and you remember me warning you? You've got to be sure you close those parentheses in order to get the right answer. So, the right answer is
1.7712.
1.7712. I'm taking his word for it. Now, if we had time, could we check that answer? Well, how could we check that answer?
Plug in after that.
So if we came back to the beginning and we said 3 raised to this power, remember your raised button is that little caret thing. So 3 raised to the 1.7712 power. Did yours come out to be exactly 7? Why not?
Because it's rounded.
This was rounded, right? Wasn't that number rounded?
Yeah.
So we're not going to get exactly 7, but did we get really close to 7? Yeah. Yep. All right, let's try the next one. Same thing. Same thing. Okay, I'm going to apologize in advance. All of a sudden, I don't feel good at all. And I think I might throw up. So if I grab the trash can, look away. I really don't feel good all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so we're going to take the logarithm of both sides. It's the only way to solve it, guys. The only way to solve that equation is to take the logarithm of both sides. Why did we do that? Well, we have to pull this off. We can't solve an equation when x is up there. We have to have x down here. So if we take the logarithm, we can pull that off. And then we can divide. So we'll type that in. Anybody have that one? 1.6610.
Yeah.
Is that rounding okay with everybody? Remember, I'm kind of picky about that. We want to make sure we're not losing points. Yeah, that would be right. Perfect. Good work. All right, let's try this one. See if you can get this one on your own. I bet you can. These are pretty easy. We'll do a couple harder ones here in a minute. What do we end up with? 4.1.
Would it be 0, 0? Because 4.14905.
Let me look at it and see. You need 4 decimal places, so we need to figure out that. It would be 1491. Because it was 905, so the 05 will round up. All right, you feeling okay about that? Okay, so now we've got a little bit harder one. Take a look at the next problem. What do you think might be the first step?
5.6.
Yes, very good. We want to divide by that extra number. So we'll divide both sides by 6. So 2 to the x plus 1 equals 3. Now what do you think?
Log 2.
Take the log of both sides. And now when we pull off the exponent, we're pulling off an x plus 1. You pull off the whole exponent.
Divided by log 2.
So now when we divide, over here we're going to be left with x plus 1. So to get x by itself, we're going to have to take whatever that is and subtract 1. I got 0.5850. Did I type that in right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to have you see if you can manage the rest of these on your own. But this next one I want to look at because it's a little bit different. I'm not panicked. Not panicked. What do you want to do first? Divide by 81. And guys, don't divide. I mean, don't actually divide it because if you do, you'll end up rounding that off. And you don't want to do that. So here it was fine. 18 divided by 6, that went in evenly. 81 doesn't go into 200, so you're just going to have to leave it as the fraction 200 over 81. Okay? Now, we could log both sides. and that will absolutely work. But because the problem has an E in it, we're gonna ln both sides. Now remember, ln is just another kind of logarithm, so it works the same way. The nice thing is, see the ln and the e? They cancel. Anytime you have an ln and an e next to each other, touching each other, they cancel out.
So you just split that last part?
So x equals whatever this is. I'm going to type this in on my calculator. Whatever that is, that's the answer to the problem. So the answer to the problem is, yep, 0.9039. All right, I think there's 3 more. Would you try those on your own? With your partner?